Alright. I'm assuming everyone has me 5x5, hopefully. I will, between this stream and Euro Truck Sim, I will try and get the DC6 working for this evening so we can still get the stream done, hopefully. But, welcome to, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the World Adventure. Didn't expect to be streaming this at this time, but nonetheless, here we are. In the brand new aircraft as well, the Camair 480 twin Navion. As you can see, a little two-seater, two-engine beast that we have here. Quite an interesting looking plane. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stream. Hope everyone's doing fantastically. So we are heading from Eugene up to Portland in Oregon today, when my Streamlabs figures its shit out, because right now it says that none of you are watching, so that's good. Things are going really well with my technology today, really well. But I guess we should start this thing. So propeller and mixture are up where they need to be. I'm just going to remove the yoke. Both magnetos on both sides need to be on. Doggos, in a minute, I'm going to throw you out of the room if you don't stop being complete idiots. Avionics on. Doggos, final warning. Battery? There we go. Alternators. Master battery. There we go. That's better. That's better. Have we got a full load of fuel on board? Yes, we do. Fantastic. Cool. Excuse me. All right. And if we do lights, good. That bloke just walked through my wing and back through. Very nice. Brings a whole new meaning to the idea of a wing walker. There we go. We are all started already. This thing's really easy to start. All right. So we have no wind whatsoever, which means that we can just go for the nearest runway to us, which is 16 right, which is the one that we're looking directly at, that Rapid Roy 1959 is currently landing his DC-3 on. Make sure that is on GPS. Okay, there's our autopilot. Great, perfect. This takes a lot less time to start up than a DC-3, that's for sure. Shout out to Hangar 713 Studios. What a plane this is for 25 Australian dollars, I think, is all it costs. And more importantly, shout out to Gawin and Vruden for gifting me this aircraft. This thing's amazing. Two 480 horsepower... Oh, no, sorry. 480 horsepower in total. Yep, shout out to MIDI for gooing. Yeah, shout out to MIDI for gooing. What that means, I have no idea, but shout out to MIDI for it nonetheless. Let's try that again. Shout out to MIDI for being a good mental support. That is very true. That is very true. Jeez, there's some speed humps in this taxiway. Bloody hell. Where's the sign that says slow to 20 kilometers an hour for speed humps? I didn't realize I was taxiing in a residential area.
Maybe I was confused, or did you feel it too? In that room, it suddenly just felt like it was me and you.
God, the DC-3 looks good. JIW823546, I know you don't know who I am and you probably are never going to hear this, but your plane looks amazing. Hey, welcome back, Cody. Hope you're doing well, mate. We're in our little zesty orange and lime thing here. I agree. The lady who's singing this song, the universe is a bitch. I agree. It really can be. Luckily, YouTube's here to help me find myself a hot girl. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Mitty. I thought I was going to hit the jackpot there for a sec, mate. You're good. You're good. No, you genuinely. I thought I was, thought I hit the jackpot. Find hot girls here. True, Mitty. True. Geez, this thing is not. It doesn't have a super high cruise speed, but bloody hell, it's got some. It's got some balls, that's for sure. Jesus. Okay, I have a passenger. No one's in the back seat though, probably because they would need to perform some sort of contortionism to get in there. It's not a big plane, so... make sure that I don't have flaps or anything down like that, because that's obviously not going to be. All the flaps are up. Good, very good. We're just wanting to climb at the moment, so I'm not too worried about go for 1,000 feet per minute climb, seeing as this thing's got so much get up and go. Oh, my muscles. Oh, my muscles. Regrets and mistakes have been made. Alright, so coming out of Eugene here, we're going to be heading up to Salem. Salem's the first stop. I don't know, it will be a stop, but it will be a touch and go, should I say. So Salem's the first stop. Then we're going to be heading out towards the coast. We've got a few waypoints and landmarks along the way. I should probably actually update the flight plan to reflect the fact that we are now flying a different flight. And as I said, I will try, I will give the DC-6 a test run in the way that Sean mentioned on the previous stream. And that is by starting it on the runway. And if I can get it to work like that, we will go back and we will stream the DC-6 later on this evening. Don't, Star. Uh, 220 nautical miles. The MSA is 4,500, not 5,400. I'm going to cruise at 5. Am unsure on the flight time, so I'm just going to leave it at that. And then we're going to go with Hangar 713 Studios, Camair Twin 80. We're to full. There we go. I think it might be time for me to make myself another coffee in a moment, because that DC-6 kind of cooked my brain a little bit with the continuous oil pressure issues. Oh, Alright, apologies about that. Doggo interruption 460. Or something like that. Obviously everyone decided bed was a better option. That's fine, I understand. A lot of the people who jumped into the stream, I was quite surprised because a lot of them from the east coast of the US, the DC6 stream that is. Yeah, very surprised that they were in there because it was like 1 or 2 a.m. their time. So yeah. Yeah, there we go, Mitty, exactly. Doggo interruption 420, that's exactly right. How you going, Stacey? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing really well. We were meant to be streaming the DC6, but what did we have, Mitty? 2 failed engine starts, 2 crashes to desktop, and then a complete engine failure during takeoff. So I was like, you know what? Let's stream something else, and I can try and fix the DC6. Really regretting doing 100 curls and like 40 back squats. And, yeah, regrets. Many regrets. I know I keep mentioning it, but it's really bad. I feel like I'm 75. Yeah, Mitty, I know. Euro Truck Sim's going to be, somebody needs to make a load of shorts about the various faces I pulled during that stream. Because there's gonna be some very interesting faces of pain and suffering. What the hell just happened there? I know it probably didn't come across as weird to you guys, but my voice just stopped as I went to speak then. The other problem will be laughing, Mitty, because my abs are just like screaming at me. So if you make me laugh during ETS or anything, I'm really screwed. Really screwed. Like, even doing this, like, just repositioning my hair is, like, painful. Really painful. I'm sure it's hilarious for the viewers to watch just my face change every time I extend my arms beyond about there. Anything beyond that is just like, oh my god. I think maybe, Mitty, what do you think of this as an option, actually? If I can't get the DC-6 to behave, why don't I try doing it in the DC-3? Because we know that that behaves. And it's still a twin-engine piston radial. Like, it's still got two... I know the DC-6 has got 4, but it's still got at least 2 engines. Because I really want to get that stream done, because I know people love flying piston radial aircraft. And I feel bad about the fact that I had to, you know, move on. But there was no way I was going to keep, you know, trying to get that thing to work when I've got another 2 streams lined up for the day. There would have been no time. The DC-3 has much less range than the DC-6. It does, however, we're only... So the flight we're doing is only 400 nautical miles. So I think the DC-3 has a 400 nautical mile range. So it should be able to be done distance-wise. It's also slower. Once we've done this flight, I will go and try the DC-6 off of the runway in the way that Sean said. And if it works, great. You know, like, okay, I've got to fly the DC-6 starting on the runway for the next, you know, couple of streams that I do until I can figure out the issue, or PMDG releases a hot fix or combination, you know? But I'm just thinking I still want to get that world longest walk flight done today, so also just got to come up with other options, if that makes sense. Am I rambling? Yes, absolutely. But it's because I give a shit about what the community wants to see as well. We are at cruising, so I can probably I'll bring the propellers back a bit here. And bring the mixture back a little as well. There we go. That sounds a little bit more happy now. Lots and lots of people flying in this part of Oregon right now. I'm wondering if somebody's doing a stream over here, because there's FA-18s and PC-6s and DC-3s and all that sort of stuff. So I'm wondering if there's a Twitch streamer or something doing a stream right now in Oregon. Just, it's giving me that vibe. It's giving me that vibe. And if there is, I want to go and crash their stream live on stream. Just be like, hey, we're following you. Although when I say where, I'm following you. Coming back with my videos. Okay. I wonder. The Google algorithm likes you? Yeah, it's just... Unfortunately, Mitty, I don't think many people are typing into Google Microsoft Flight Simulator streams in Oregon. It's not the kind of Google search that's going to create a viral video. Oh, here I was saying, oh, we're going to make a stop at Salem. I'm in my own world, and that's Salem. So we're not making a stop at Salem anymore. Mainly because I'm not concentrating. Right, if there was ever the universe giving me a, hey, you might need to get some coffee, I feel like that's the universe's way of saying, no, now you need some coffee. So, that's exactly what I'm going to do. If you give me a couple of minutes here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to listen, and I'm going to go make myself a coffee. Shut it!
Love is like a roller coaster, but I'm trying to hold on. I don't want it to stop. Even though we fight sometimes and it feels like a war zone, I still care about us. How do you move on when everything goes wrong? I'm trying to find a way to get you out my head. Don't know how to cope with being so broken. Girl, I can't forget about what we said. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Don't just walk away from me and close the door. Baby, pull me closer now before it's over. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Oh, I know that it's difficult dealing with emotions, but I want you to know that you'll always be on my mind, even in the hard times. I care about you. How do you move on when everything goes wrong? I'm trying to find a way to get you out my head. Don't know how to cope with being so broken. Girl, I can't forget about what we said. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Don't just walk away from me and close the door. Baby, pull me closer now before it's over. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Oh, love you a little bit more. 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 How do you move on when everything is wrong? I'm trying to find a way to get you out my head. Don't know how to cope with being so broken. Girl, I can't forget about what you said. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Don't just walk away from me and close the door. Baby, pull me closer now before it's over. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Oh, love you a little bit more. Just a little bit. Love you a little bit more. Love you a little bit more. Just a little bit.
I was yours for the taking. Guess I needed a home. But if I'm not mistaken, you were good on your own. And I know I was drunk enough. Didn't know it would mess me up, yeah. Now I'm truly awakened up. Say you wanna talk again, but it's time I do this my way. I don't wanna be your friend. Think we hit our expiration date. I want you to feel the weight, feel the hate that I felt when we came to an end. You don't get to call me up, tell me that you need forgiveness. You're the one who called it off, broke my heart in just a minute. No, you don't get to call it love when it wasn't even close. I was kinda broken when I met you that night. Should've known you were something that would mess with my mind. But I won't put the blame on me. You're the one to be honest with, yeah. 'Cause you can
Yeah, no, don't worry, Mitty. I know I'm unmuted. I accidentally unmuted myself before. I was just hoping nobody had noticed. In case you're wondering how I know what Mitty's saying, we're talking in Discord. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your patience. I am back from making my coffee. I was about to show the camera my coffee. Well, to do that, I first need to turn my camera on. There we go. Whoops. Oh, you're welcome first there, Scott, mate. Welcome to the stream. And to you, Swift Fighter, as well. Yes, because they keep barking at the wind. Because the wind makes my front door rattle a bit. Every time the rattle occurs, woof, 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 woof. Now, for you guys on stream, not so much of a thing. You know, it's like, oh, there's, for me, who has to put up with it every day, day in, day out, that it's windy. So every 5 minutes, the dogs go nuts at the front door. It's, you know, the fuse only lasts so long before my only response is, shut up, you know? I'm only human in that regard. Put a sponge on the side of the door so it stops. When you say this, Mitty, I'm very curious to know what you mean here. When you say the side of the door, what do you, like it rattles where the lock is? So the lock, like where the lock latches is a little bit loose just because it's an old door. It's the original door on the house from when the house was built 25 years ago. So it's just become a little bit loose over time. But if you've got a way to fix that, I am all ears. Because if I can stop the dogs from barking every 5 minutes at the front door when it's a windy day, and as you'd know, being in Victoria, there's probably 2 windy days every week, so it gets a little bit long in the tooth, the continuous barking. But Scott, mate, I've been having the same problem. I've already had 2 CTDs today alone, and a complete debacle with the DC6 stream. Yeah, exactly right, Mitty. So like 33% of my week when I'm at home is every 5 minutes. Woof 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 gruff 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 woof 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 gruff. Hey, iBot, mate, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing spectacularly, mate. And I'm glad to hear that you're not missing this flight. We're coming up right now on Tillamook if you're wanting to jump in. Silicone stoppers. Oh, Do you mean like, you know those little like silicone felt pads that you put on the bottom of chairs? If I was to put those on the inside of the door, which is of course, it's rattling against the door frame during the wind, that would stop the wood on wood from occurring, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? But but like not felt, but the rubbery versions of those. That would... Wonder if I can somehow fit a quick trip to Bunnings in around all the streaming that I'm doing today, because that is a easy fix to a mildly annoying problem. Guys, can you... Oh my god. Bella is on her back, Star is on top of her, and they are legitimately making out right now. Lesbian dogs. I officially have lesbian dogs. Right, anyway. So we're in iBot territory today. There's the Tillamook Air Museum blimp hangar. Very nice. Let's, yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Camera. And I want to do that then. Hey! Goodbye, Twin Navion. What's this thing? Why is... Oh, I know what my camera's doing. Alright, let's fix that. No, don't want drone follow mode. There we go. Alright, there's the Tillamook Air Museum. That's freaking massive. Keep the camera off, please. Yeah, I know, right, Mitty? I know, right? You two. You're both female. It's not gonna work. I know you're, you are not gonna be able to have puppies with each other, thankfully, for my sake. Although that would be a good way to make some money. However, I'm not registered in any way, shape, or form to breed dogs, so that would also be highly illegal. So we won't do that. Ooh, I just realised that now that I've turned off the drone camera, my controller is controlling the aircraft. Whoops! That's not meant to... Yeah, Not, yeah. Not a good idea, Bryce. Not a good idea. God, that's good. That's sweet, dark nectar of the coffee beans. The bitterness, the sourness, the coffeeness. I don't know if that's a way of really explaining it. Yum. I was going to say, what the hell is that? It's a DC-3 is what it is. That's Mr. iBot in his DC-3. I honestly thought the DC-3 was slower than that, iBot, but you are leaving this Twin Navion for dead. I'd love to do a series with the DC-3 at some point, but I don't know what, because obviously it couldn't be, you wouldn't want to do a series that's, you know, long or anything, because it's not a super fast aircraft. I originally wanted to do South Pole to North Pole, but you can't really do South Pole to North Pole very easily in the DC-3 due to its speed. It would take forever. So, Ibot, you've been to the Tillamook Air Museum, I assume, in real life, judging by that comment. Is it awesome? Because, I mean, it looks awesome, and that big-ass plane that's parked out the front looks epic as well. Basically, the plane out the front looks like they put 4-piston radials on a blimp and went, yeah, let's see if that flies. A lot of their stuff was removed due to budgetary concerns. Is that, when you say budgetary concerns, is that because the aircraft and stuff they had on the ground there at the museum was becoming so old that it was actually going to end up costing more to insure those aircraft on the premises than it was that they were accumulating from tourism and all that? Because I can understand that 100%. Yeah, the costs involved in insuring old aircraft would be starting to get pretty long in the tooth, I can imagine. And I hate nothing I hate more than long teeth. It just makes you feel like a vampire. Yeah. And of course it would have been costing them an arm and a leg with inflation and all that recently to maintain the insurance of the stuff that they had on premises. It's a little bit sad that they've had to obviously remove stuff, but I get it, you know? Like, they're in business essentially to make money, keep a roof over their head, put food in their mouths, etc. And if they're no longer able to do that, they've got to start thinking of ways to you know, fix the problem. It's not like they're a big multinational company making billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars in profit per year. You know, they're just a small museum that's probably owned by a few people. And when things get tough, they don't have $400 million sitting in the bank account that they can just, you know, use. I would love to go and see it in real life if the opportunity ever came up. Especially, you know, if they're continuously, you know, I hope they don't have to remove any more items. But there's probably also better museums to visit as well, I would assume. Oh yeah, Oregon's also got the Evergreen Air and Space Museum. See, Oregon, that's a part of the world that us aviation enthusiasts need to frequent more often. The the fact that there's 2 aviation museums alone, and then there's also, like, Oregon's not far from Washington State, which of course has Seattle, which of course is where Boeing is. So that whole part of the world. I really should, sore muscles. I really should, oh, right, yes. Drone follow mode would be a good, whoops. How do I make... Yeah, that's how I do it. There we go. That's... Oh, God. Frame rates, or no frame rates in this case. Going down to check out Haystack Rock. Right. Interesting. I don't think that's how the scenery is meant to look somehow. But nonetheless, we'll, yes. Okay. Cannon Beach is also a pretty nice place. Been there a few times. Is Cannon Beach another famous, like, aviation thing in the Oregon part of the US, or is it just like a really nice place in Oregon? Is that what you're saying? Global warming has caused the rock to like morph on top of itself. Just a really nice place. Now, iBot, if you keep giving me pieces of information, I'm going to have to book myself a journey up to Oregon. And that sounds great, but I don't actually think I can afford to book myself a journey up to Oregon. He says, as he says, another aircraft-related area that I need to go and visit. God damn it, iBot. One very good place is Ericsson's Aircraft Collection in Central Oregon, in Madras. I don't think that's in Central Oregon. I think that's in India. What a beautiful little plane this Camair 480 is. Massive shout out to Hangar 713 Studios for this thing. It's like the Trinidad. It costs like 20 Australian dollars. And it's just great. It's easy. Everything's laid out in a way that makes sense. Just trying to find... Alright, so that's the 2 fuel gauges. Oh, this has got fuel crossfeed. And it's got tank transfers. That's some of the stuff that the Trinidad was missing. Yeah, buddy, that's exactly... I just want to have the tanks cross-feeding to each other, because then I never, ever, ever have to change the tanks. Oh, this thing's got proper de-ice and everything. What a plane. What a plane. Massive shout out to Zach's Gaming Lab for selecting this little beauty as our next aircraft. You absolutely can, iBot. You absolutely can. In fact, I'd be very curious to know. Because if it's a nice collection... No. What was I gonna get? Anyway. Yeah, they do seem to, Glenn. So I've had a little bit of a fly around in this thing outside of streams, especially once Zach had selected it as the new aircraft. I was like, oh, I better get, you know, semi familiar with it. Yeah. And I've noticed that every time I fly it, there's new little bits and pieces that you can do, new buttons that work that were previously inoperative, etc. And the fact that it, yeah, as I said, it's like the Trinidad. It's a $20-something payware aircraft that just sort of sneaks in under the radar. People don't, you know, take too much notice of it. Don't seem to know too much about it. But oh, don't you dare crash! Thank you. Evergreen has an SR-71. That would be cool to see. Oh, definitely would be. Yeah, there you go, William. $15 for an aircraft where I think every single button is operational. Let me see. Heading bug, heading compass, the clock. Yep. All the light gauges are operational. All that's operational. All the breakers, so all the fuses are all operational. Rudder trim, elevator trim, that's all operational. So is that. So is that. So is all of that. Every single button is operational now in this thing. So iBot says P38, Corsair, P51, P47, DC3, Stearman, Catalina, B25, Neptune, L29. Ooh, yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I don't have the GTN 750 installed, Glenn, so that would explain why that switch does nothing for me. Now, where's that? There's the bridge. Let's yeah, sure, that's what I wanted to hit, right? Where's 2 seconds, mate? I did see your comment. I just want to down start. Yes, Mitty, I know. It's a bit of a problem, isn't it? There we go. That's a cool-as bridge. Look at that. You come up off the main road. You go round. You go round. And you go up the bridge. I'm assuming you don't then redescend back into the water like this, but I don't know that for a fact. Damn. That's impressive, Oregon. Right. Let's reset position. Beautiful. Oh, star. Please. enough. There's got to be a moment where you stop, okay? That is this moment. Thank you. She looked at me and just sat and was just like, alright, I get it. Now, Wes, mate, what happened to the DC-6 flight? Things happened to the DC-6 flight. So, there we go, that's what I wanted, that's better. I had 2 crashes to desktop, 2 engine starts that failed to yield any oil pressure whatsoever, and then the 3rd time we took off and had a catastrophic engine failure due to the fact that the aircraft lost all oil pressure. So on the 3rd time we went into the maintenance manager, we refilled all the oil for the engines, started it, took off, and by the time the engines conked out about 5 minutes after takeoff. I made an emergency landing in a field. When I checked the maintenance manager, the engines had been completely drained of all the oil again. So there appears to be an issue with my DC-6 since Sim Update 11, where for some reason the oil usage is not correct. So I had to stream something else. And I will try and stream the DC-6 this evening if I can figure out what's going wrong with it. Oh, that is accurate. It levels out to a highway right above the water. Interesting. That's a great bridge. So not everyone's having the problem, Wes. Sean doesn't have the problem with oil pressure. Sean has the problem that his autopilot is not using the glide wheel. Like, the glide wheel just does not seem to work with the autopilot. I'm not having that issue. But I'm having the issue where the oil pressure refuses to work. Sean did seem to fix the problem though. He, on the 3rd time, he took off directly off the runway. So started on the runway with the aircraft started, and that seemed to fix the problem. So between all my streams today, I'm going to jump into the sim in the DC-6. I'm going to start on the runway, and I'm going to just see if that fixes the problem. If it does, we will stream the DC-6 this evening. If it doesn't, I will figure something out for this evening. And I'll wait for PMDG to release a hotfix or an update that should hopefully solve the problem. Mitty says no ETS2 for me. Huh? What you talking about, Mitty? Yeah, as in this evening, Mitty, as like in 8 PM kind of time. Yes, our ETS stream 2 is also this evening. I'm doing 3 streams today. It's I'm finding as I keep working, 2-3 jobs a week, plus trying to film food related things for my food channel, because I've just let that sit for so long, and I really didn't want to do that, plus trying to stream. I've sort of just gone with the whole, it's just easier to do 2 or 3 streams a day on my days off, and then just do a couple of streams throughout the week. It just works better with my schedule. As in the DC6, wonder if it's bugged. It could be. I mean, it could... I'm going to try uninstalling it and reinstalling it as well, because that shouldn't take too long. It doesn't take very long to uninstall and reinstall the DC6. But let me know what you find, Wes, with the DC6. The one thing that I really have been enjoying about the World Adventure, ladies and gentlemen, here is that we've flown 3 spectacular aircraft. The DA-40 was amazing. The Trinidad, sensational. And now the Camair just seems to be another, you know, brilliant piece of flying. Brilliant piece of flying? Oh my Jesus, Wes. I don't think that anyone needed to actually know that, mate. Get the dogs to run a few streams? Oh God, Glenn, that would be just... Yeah. It would be interesting. It would be interesting, that's for sure. It would certainly be chaotic if I got the dogs to run some streams. There would definitely not be any flying getting done. I'm not sure I could actually legally stream them on YouTube anyway, Glenn, because you know, with their lesbian tendencies that they appear to have, it'd probably get flagged from YouTube as inappropriate. Other than the fact that the autopilot glide trim wheel doesn't seem to be working for some, and I'm having the issues with oil pressure, it seems, and it seems to cause crashes to desktop as well, like I had 2 of them. Other than those 3 issues, it seems okay. And PMDG hasn't released an update for it since Sim Update 11. They have for the 737. I'm having no issues with the 737. So, yeah, I'm gonna say that it's a little bit bugged just because it's, yeah, hasn't had an update yet. But it could also be on my end. Geez, we are right on the border here of Washington and Oregon. Right on the border. In case the fact that Southwest Washington Regional is right there wasn't a dead giveaway to that. Oh, yep, need to turn up the drone speed again, otherwise we're not going to get very far. Oh, that's better. Very, very beautiful part of the world here in Oregon. Very beautiful part of the world. The Lewis and Clark Bridge, hey? Jeez, we're getting some epic stutters all of a sudden. Hey, Glenn's flying along behind us in the T-Nav. Nice. Unfortunately, this bridge is not quite as spectacular as the previous one, but it looks like it's the bridge that separates Oregon and Washington.
Wake up 2 p.m. I don't know where we are. Looks like a cheap motel with our clothes on the floor.
And we also appear to now be making our turns towards Portland. So, what have I got? Right, so we've got 35 nautical miles to take us into Portland International. The active runway at Portland is currently runway 21. Well, for GA aircraft, it's 21 anyway. For commercial aviation, it would probably be 28. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so usually for me, whereas the crash to desktop happened around 20 to 30 minutes after loading the DC-6 into a flight. And it was usually when I tried to do a lot of tasks really quickly in a row. So, the first CTD was, what was I doing? Oh, I was flicking between camera angles really quickly as I was loading up for the stream to begin with. That caused a crash to desktop. The second time was I was trying to do the stuff in the maintenance manager. Just bang, 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 bang. That caused a crash to desktop as well. My other thought as well was, when I was thinking out loud, is maybe I do the flight tonight in the DC-3 because it's still a piston radial aircraft and we know it works. A little bit slower, but that's all right. You know, it's not necessarily an issue. Oh, bloody itchy nose caused by bloody my Movember moustache getting up my snoz, which is lovely. Right. There we go. That's what I want. I want to edit that. No, that's not what I wanted to say. That's for sure. Done. I want that to go up. There we go. No, I want the text. No, I want the text. No, I want... Oh. I'm highlighting the text and then I go to move it and it's just like, no, I'm not allowed to do that, sir. can I... Okay, it's just going to have to sit there for the moment. You actually, no, it can't, because you guys can't read that. Oh, fuck. Excuse the language, but fuck off, Streamlabs, you know? Like, just work with me slightly. I'm going to have to move that when we're not streaming, because it just keeps on trying to select the browser source at the top for Fly Live Studio. Even though I've selected the text, as soon as I go to move it, it moves the browser source instead. So I'm not gonna play with that on stream, because mainly because I can't yell at it. Yeah, exactly, Mitty. Popcorn time. That's exactly right. Actually, I wonder if I just do that. Nah. Then it wants to move the sim. Oh, wow. This is good. This is great. Amazing. Nope. And then it wants to move something that I can't even see. Right. That's my bad. I'm just going to put that back there and pretend that I wasn't trying to move it. And we'll do it, yeah, we'll do it off stream. Right, I need to up the brightness in this cabin a little bit. And we need to turn off autopilot. I need to give it full propeller, full mixture. Pull the power right back. It is time to make our descent. Yeah, time to make our descent here into Portland. So this is a slightly shorter flight than I may have originally expected, obviously because we transferred directly from the DC-6 flight to this. But it's also because I knew I'd be doing 3 streams today, so I didn't want to have 3.5, 4 hour streams. That would have just been that would have been a nightmare. My brain would have probably packed up its suitcases and all that by about yeah, hour 6 or 7. That Cessna Citation, the C-25C that's currently descending there in front of us, that's he's clearly selected from the options list because he's selected the optional mold that you can get on the Cessna. It's caused by leaving the aircraft closed up in a very humid place with a little bit of moisture inside for many, many years. And that's how you activate the optional mold setting. I don't know whether this is the sim doing, like, through big maps doing weird things or whatever, but it's telling me that there's a suburb here in Portland called Dollar Corner. I hope the houses are affordable, because, yeah. Oh, I just read your, sorry Glenn, I just read your messages there. For some reason they didn't show up before. Shane had a lot of issues in his DC3 stream. He ended up swapping to the Beaver. That's why he swapped to the Beaver. I arrived in that stream a little bit later and I was like, why is Shane flying the Beaver? That makes more sense. I mean, I did a stream in the DC3 where we flew from Essendon to King Islands. I didn't have any issues with that aside from issues that I created by not quite knowing how to start the plane properly. Doesn't mean that there's not issues with it though, I just may have got lucky in that stream.
You know that I'ma keep it cool. With you I feel like breaking rules. On the edge, looking out with no parachute. You know I'm dreaming about us.
The sky colors right now are incredible, and I don't know if you guys can see it on the stream, but at the 11 o'clock, there is a very, very high mountain that is covered in snow, and it just looks freaking amazing with this sunset. Whoa, feel the wind. The wind has just changed direction, so we might have to change the runway that we are landing on. Runway 21 is no longer the active. We would have a 14 knot tailwind. So we now need to arrive on runway 10 right, is now the new active runway. That's cool. That's not a problem. I'm glad it changed now, and not when we were on short final. That is Mount Hood. I've been skiing up there. Very nice, iBot. That's really cool. Yeah, so I noticed that as well. It really didn't want to warm up at all, unless you basically gave it a gut full of throttle. And then it was like, oh, okay, warm up. Right, understood. My carpal tunnel is being a prick. Every time I hold onto the joystick for more than about 2 minutes, I can't feel my hand. Not only am I dealing with the self-inflicted muscle pain, but I'm also dealing with the fact that I then can't feel what I'm doing. Which is not great when you're trying to hand fly an aircraft. And you'll probably find, Wes, if you check your maintenance manager on the fly tab, Yeah, exactly. At 210 BMEP, the oil pressure is on low red. Exactly. Check your maintenance manager. You will have basically consumed all of your oil. It's insane.
Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before. I know. Keep coming back for your time after time.
No worries, iBot. My pleasure, mate. It was obviously meant to be streamed a little bit later on, but hopefully that's when we'll be able to stream the DC6, maybe. Although it doesn't sound too convincing, the fact that Wes is having the same problem that I had. But thank you very much for coming on this flight, iBot. It's always nice to have locals joining the streams of the areas that we're flying in. Wow, am I high up in the air? Okay, let's bring this down, shall we? Not quite, Stacey. I haven't actually got the Texas add-on for Truck Sim yet. But I was truck simming. We were Euro truck simming. The Texas truck simming will come this week. I just needed to wait for payday because I got a little excited with the sale that was on in Microsoft Flight Simulator for the 40th anniversary, and I may or may not have bought a few things and then went, oh shit, Texas comes out. But yes, you're not wrong. We were trucking a few days, and you were flight simming, and now we've swapped positions. You aren't wrong there. How is the trucking down in Texas going today? So you haven't had any oil loss in the DC6, but you're just not getting any oil pressure, which is the problem I had to begin with, and then it started using oil like a deep fryer, basically. It was just, yeah. Beautiful weather tonight. Icy snow in. Oh yeah, I was going to say in Texas. No, of course there's bloody snow in Texas. What a silly silly comment on my behalf there. Bit of a crosswind here. Yeah, 13 knots of a little bit of crosswind across the nose. This thing also lands quite fast. I can't feel my hands, but that's alright. Let's see what I can do landing-wise, even though I can't feel my hand. Oh, that's not the best landing I've done. That is the first landing I've done on a stream though in the twin Navion, so I will take it, but not great, not great. Yeah, Stacy. Everything was checking out. Oil temperature was okay. Carburetor temperature was okay. Cylinder head temperature was fine. I wasn't exceeding 250 BMEP on takeoff, which is exactly what you're meant to do. But yeah, I was just consuming oil at a rate of knots. Two seconds here, ladies and gentlemen. Just getting a phone call.
I only hit you when I want something. Fucked up till you realize all I wanted was you. You only hit me when you fucked up. Love drunk cause you realize all I wanted was you. I only hit you when I want something. Fucked up till you realize all I wanted was you. You only hit me when you fucked up. Love drunk cause you realize all I wanted was you. I be like, baby, don't do that. You press my buttons, you know better, depending on where my mood at. What's so fucked up, I just might let her. We done weather, plenty weather, it's whatever with me though. Cause I know somebody gon' love me and won't never let me go. Think it's better that we grow with each other on my mother. What you do under them covers, it be better than these hoes. And I ain't saying that I'm perfect, baby girl, cause you know me. But everything I say I do and everything I do low key. Why you flexing for them photos and them niggas in your tweets? He that nigga on the gram, but I'm that nigga in these streets. Just remember that I got you, fuck you, probably feed your soul. Girl, you hear me like a doctor, but you probably don't know. All that time we spend debating, hating, bickering and shit. Got me breaking extra swishes, mixing liquor with that shit. So I talk like I don't need you, but you know that that ain't true. Cause everything I want, I'm getting. All I really want is you. I only hit you when I want something. Fucked up till you realize all I wanted was you. You only hit me when you fucked up. Love drunk cause you realize all I wanted was you. I only hit you when I want something. Fucked up till you realize all I wanted was you. You only hit me when you fucked up. Love drunk cause you realize all I wanted was you. If I'm out of sight, then I'm out of mind. But you know I'm falling through the right time. I'm seeing what you want through the right line. I got that what you want, I give you lifeline. Tell me what you want, yeah. I give you what you want, yeah. No, I got that what you want, I give you lifeline. But you know I'm falling through the right time. She say a nigga on her wish list. Got me feeling like I'm big fish. Split, she on my line slurring them words like okay, you lit. Drop that shit, you know you bum. Can I leave my glasses on? I wanna see that shit real crystal. When we fucking smoking mirrors, I'm tucked off in the hills, real secluded in my feelings. Tell me, can you keep it real? Hold it still for a real one. Man, I've been fucking with you since my Motorola flipping. If it's real, just drop the pin. I'm on my way, them ties gripping, doing 10 over the limit. The way you move, no lie, I'm finna have to take that risk. I'm touching all them spots till you regret giving me lip.
Sorry about that, guys. It was just my housemate's sister, just trying to figure out who she needs to contact to, because Jai's phone's died, and I said, oh, he was with this person, etc. So that's all good. Anyway, but I just figured I should answer that because, yeah, you know, usually she doesn't call me unless it's something that really needs to be asked. All right, let's put this thing in a parking spot, shall we? And then we can we'll finish up the stream. The next stream will be heading to ETS2 in about an hour and a bit. Yep, same problem that I had, Wes. It climbs for a little bit, and then you sort of start to lose engine power, and then it just completely conks out, and then it the engines just die completely, and you can't sort of do anything. Did you do a cold and dark start, Wes, or did you start on the runway?
Yeah, I don't wanna slow down, I don't wanna slow down, I don't wanna slow down till I burn out.
Alright, very nice. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I must say, again, huge shout out to Hangar 713 Studios. Massive shout out to Hangar 713 Studios. I don't know if you guys are here or listening or not. I know that they regularly jump between Brett and Garwin and all those sorts of streamers. So if they do see this, guys, you have created a spectacular payware aircraft, especially in the value for money terms. But ladies and gentlemen, that does bring us to the end of leg 151 of the World Tour, or the World Adventure here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So welcome to Portland, here in Oregon. Ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy the stream, and you haven't shown any love to the like or the subscribe button yet, I would be eternally grateful if you did enjoy it, if you would show them the required love that they are looking for. Other than that, I'd like to thank every single one of you for jumping into this spontaneous stream change. I appreciate every single one of you. Whether you're in the chat, whether you're in the sim, whether you were in both, you're absolutely wonderful people, so thank you very much for being here. But ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are in the world, you make sure that you look after yourselves, stay safe, stay well, don't do anyone I wouldn't do, and I'll hopefully catch all of you wonderful people and your wonderful smiling faces sometime in a stream very soon, whether that's today or sometime later in the week. But guys, thank you very much for being here. Have a great rest of your day.
Only go one chance, go life to live. And it's do or die, gotta make it count. So lose your worries, let your problems